a little earlier today than we have been doing in the past. What's it, 12:30 here, local time for me in San Diego. But just wanted to get on here and get the day 11 giveaway announcement going. So today it's going to be a giveaway from my QUIVR lineup. It's going to be a full wash kit kind of deal. So the products we're going to be doing is the QUIVR foam cannon. So you'll get that. You'll get QUIVR Rogue, which is my pH neutral high foaming soap. You will get Abyss, which is my tire and trim dressing. And you will also get a bottle of Hot Coat as well. And then finally, you will get this cool kind of teal colorway bucket with the Gamma Seal lid. So everything will just fit in there nicely and we can get that shipped out to you. So that is day 11 giveaway. In order to win, make sure you are subscribed to the channel, like, comment, and share this live. And then also for an additional chance, go over to my Instagram. I already posted it there. And for a third chance, go over to my TikTok and do the same thing there. So like, comment, and follow and share on those as well. So that is today's giveaway, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and start going through the comments. I hope all of you are doing super, super well. Happy Monday to everyone. Let's see here, what's up, what's up? Someone asked, does your tire and trim dressing soak into the tires? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Now for trim, what I like to do is apply it pretty heavily. Let it sit for a little bit. It'll penetrate in, but there'll still be a layer on the surface. Then I go up and buff that out. That way you don't get any not drips, but if you leave it on super thick and then you get it wet, it could smear, right? So you don't want to do that. You want to buff it out. Absolutely amazing. Super, super hydrophobic as well. Let's see here. New tech. Nice. Hope to try out the new QUIVR line of stuff. Perfect. Yeah, I think you'll really, really like it. Jonathan, hi from Murrieta. Cool. Not too far away, man. How's it going? Hopefully you can come down to the store sometime here. This is located right in Escondido, so not too far from you. Let's see here. Everyone else. Do you accept bribes? Very nice of you, but no, we don't. They'll all be us. All the winners will be selected randomly at the end of the 12 days. So I think my plan is, today's 11, tomorrow's the 12th day announcement. So again, if you haven't, I haven't chosen any winners yet, so you can still go back to day 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up till now and enter for a chance to win those as well. And I'm planning on probably just filming a video early on Wednesday, which is Christmas Eve, because I have stuff going on for Christmas Eve. I'll film that and post that. So then the winners will be announced that day. Then everyone can just write me directly. I'll let you guys know where to write me, and then we can get the products out to you. So let's see here. Love the channel. Washing cars is almost therapeutic to me. Yeah, same. That's why, like, I've been doing this professionally for 20 years, and I still love it because it's a case, especially for me, I'm in San Diego, so I'm in a really good zone for it. Like, we can work all year round, but I just throw in my AirPods, listen to a podcast or whatever, and just get to work, and you kind of zone out doing your thing. So it's nice. What type of insurance should you have as a car detailer? General liability, and then also garage keepers. So general liability, a lot of people think, oh, I have general liability, I'm good. If you damage the customer's car, it's not covered with that. So you want to talk to your insurance agent, but garage keepers should cover that. Even if you're not a shop location, even if you're working mobile, that should take care of it. Let's see. Hey, Josh, when did you say that Flex on-the-wall shelving mount comes out? Any idea on the price? Price, I have no idea. And availability, I believe they said March, if I remember correctly. For trim grills, would you spray neat or dilute? At what dilution? Yeah, so so grills, because it's so, depending how intricate they are, I prefer to use it straight, but you can cut it down for sure. So depending on, just kind of work with the levels that you like for gloss and all that kind of stuff. 5-to-1, something like that, which should be fine. Let's see here. Does the tire product sling off when you apply it like that? So what I mean, when I was talking about layering it on thick, that was for trim. For tires, I use something like this, a tire saver pack from Auto Fiber. And I load the product up into this, and then I wipe into the face of the wheel or into the face of the tire. And then I really like those applicators, because then I can go back, right? Obviously it gets kind of caught up in some of the tread marks. take one of those back and just dab it, and it'll help absorb all that out. Do one final lap and you're good to go. No, you just give it a few minutes and it won't sling off. Any updates on the pressure washer? Trying to hold off for yours. Yeah, it's going to be kind of late spring 2026. It's a case of it's in the tooling stages now, so it's just a long process. I would recommend picking up like a Ryobi in the meantime. That's a universal motor. Mine is going to have an induction motor, so you'll be all good to go with that for longer term. Greetings from Oakwood, Georgia. Always attentive to your videos, man. You've been one of my teacher and role models. Thank you very much. Very, very kind of you. Thank you. Can we get a quick shop tour update? Yeah, sure. So, trying to think update-wise. Anyways, we'll go through here. We got the DIY detail stuff right here, and their polishers and coatings down there as well. We've got a bunch of products from Geon and G-Technic. These are super cool. I did, this is one of the giveaways, was one of these guys, but really cool little gift packs from G-Technic. It's just awesome because you can leave them in the trunk of your car or whatever else too. We've got my QUIVR brand of products here, both in 32 ounce and in the gallons. We've got a bunch of Coke Hemi. We have got Detail Co, Clean by Pan, Yum Cars, Clean Tool, and Luminous. We have got Carglow. It's a local manufacturer to me here in San Diego. He's a buddy of mine, makes fantastic products. He also has a store in San Diego as well if you're in the Kearney Mesa area. He's incredible. We've got CarPro products here. We've got Next LED lights. I absolutely love this thing. I use that all the time. We've got Liquid Elements polishers. We have the new battery powered ones as well, which are phenomenal, as well as some of their liquids and pads. We've got the water system behind me. So again, water actually comes in from here, comes down, goes into the pre-treatment before it goes in. So it's basically a carbon filter that it cleans the water before it goes into the RO membranes. That way it doesn't foul up the RO. Then it runs through that, goes into the DI, into the tanks, and then out the back for when people buy it. We've got some brushes here. We've got auto fiber and all that kind of good stuff. We've got Ultra Clean. We've got Rupes, we've got Max Shine, more Rupes products down here, polishes and things like that. We've got Golden State microfibers, Max Shine products up top there. We've got the MJJCs here. We've got the Grayscale line of products down there. We've got Malco. We've got just more accessories and things like that. The Tornadors, the BioBombs. We actually have a nice BioBombs display here now as well, right here. So excited for that. We've got more towels up front here, a bunch of stuff from here. I think it should be the goats up here. Yeah, so we got the house rags, the goats, the baby goats. And then we have more brushes and things, a bunch more house rags towels here. Yeah, that's the general overview. But yeah, we're actually technically closed today. I came in to do a couple things. We also have pads up front here. I do have Lake Country coming in as well, so that'll fill up that little area. But yeah, pretty much everything you need. Coatings and everything else. So again, I did kind of brush over the coatings pretty quickly. We had the DIY ones, then we have the G-Technic and Geon coatings. We had the Yum coatings, all that kind of good stuff. So, all right, let's see here. Okay, any update on the pressure washer and Austin? Juice, you're always, I hate when people say washing cars is therapeutic. It sounds like you're doing it daily and it gets old, actually. Have I ever lived anywhere besides California? Nope. Born and raised here in San Diego. I've been open to it for sure. It's just now that I have kids, all the businesses are here. My parents are still here. My wife's parents are here. So it's home, at least for the foreseeable future. Wow. Chris, I just got back from the coin op. 38 degrees outside, all 10 bays are full. I'm assuming 38's, was that a warmer day for you guys? Also waiting impatiently for the pressure washer, I know. I'm thinking my chances of winning are as close as you having a white Christmas. Happy holidays, Shining. Thank you very much. Yeah, well, no, I'm sure your chances are much better than me having a white Christmas here. What's a good water-based tire and trim dressing. This guy right here, Abyss, is a water-based dressing. It's phenomenal. It's a stout water-based dressing. I also like Carglow's Aquashine. Great product there as well, super sprayable. Needs me some hot coat, yep, for sure. If you would buy one polisher, would it be a DA or a rotary paint enhancement and sealant wax application? I would go DA. If I could only have one, I would go DA, just because it's, for me, it's easier on the body. Let's see here. Southern California has the best weather. Yeah, we're very, very lucky in terms of like positioning in the world. It's a great little pocket of great weather and coastline and all that kind of good stuff. Let's see here. Vital, nice, made the live, good deal. Ready for the more on-the-go chemical advice. On-the-go chemical advice, on-the-go. So I don't know if you mean just like in general chemical advice or on-the-go spot-free systems. But yeah, a buddy of mine watches your videos every day, recommended me to, and I love your video. I can't wait to get my hot coat in this week. Keep up the great work. Awesome, thank you so much. And welcome, tell your buddy I said thanks for sharing. Appreciate it. Hello, Nashville. When drying, oh, where is this going? When drying with a drying aid or detail spray, do you like a higher or lower pile microfiber? Higher, typically. I don't use drying aids a ton, but still with the quick detailers and things like that, I do like a little bit higher, just to absorb some of the impact. Would love to have the entire QUIVR line. I only have Rogue because I'm addicted to it. Yeah, me too. Fantastic. So it's crazy how good it is. I was going to get your gun and it disappeared. I know you're redoing it, so I'm looking forward to it. Thank you. Yeah, exactly. I don't have one of the samples here, I don't think. Once the design patent's issued or submitted, at least, once we hear back from the factory, and then I can submit that, then I'll bring that out and show you guys some more updates on it. Watching with my son. Let's make this a big one. Very nice. Very nice. What's up, guys? Central Florida has great weather too. Yep, for sure. The only thing about Florida versus here is I just personally growing up here, I like mountains as well. I like having that kind of different topography, I guess you could say. So, but yeah, I like having the hills and mountains and stuff around. Let's see here. A very low mile per year car that resides in Pacific Northwest. I enjoy washing and hand waxing before I drive. Should a person ceramic coat it? It's very up to you. Yeah, I mean, it definitely helps keep things much easier to clean. It kind of reduces the chance of. I say this because it makes it really, really stick to the surface, so it does kind of reduce your chances of harming the surface as well. Yeah, if you have the capability of doing it, I would definitely recommend it. Let's see here. Good afternoon, Dr. Detail. What do you recommend for neglected wheels? Depends on what kind of wheel they are. If it's a standard like factory wheel silver alloy, I would highly recommend my QUIVR brake. It's right in the back there. Really, really stout product. Typically dilute that down 4:1, but in those cases, if it's a silver wheel, whatever, you can use it straight and it gets sprayed on. It'll strip off all that baked on stuff. But again, be careful with it. Always test the little area if you're not sure about the wheel. Have you used brake in a foam sprayer? Thoughts if you have. I have not. The reason I have it is because of the foam sprayers. It's such a powerful wheel cleaner that I don't want to break down the seals in my foamers. So that's why I haven't, but I will try that out. Have you PPF'd and coated? Oh, you have a PPF coated C8. What would you do to cleanse and renew the coating? Depends on what it's doing. Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's in most cases just means it depends on what coating you put on there, how long ago, all that kind of stuff, and the care that you've done for it. But typically, if a coating doesn't seem to be doing what it's supposed to be doing, it's probably clogged, and you can just have to either use high or low alkalines typically to remove. A lot of times, it's water spots or things like that on it, so you want to clear that stuff away. Let's see here. Someone said, I still think impact foam is extremely slept on. Worst grade is a pre-wash for coated cars if you want a really safe contact wash. Yeah, thank you very much. That's exactly what, again, I wanted something that had a bit more bite, but it was like where I had zero thought of having any issues with breaking down anything. So breaking down any of the protection. So that awesome to hear. Any chance your products will become available at Carglaw or Auto Fiber stores? They're a lot closer to me than you are. Yeah, I think so. It's a case. We've been talking with Super Detail, Ian down there. I know he wants to get in. It's just a case of getting the logistics done. But yeah, for sure. Any new chemicals coming out? There's a couple of different things I'm working on, actually. Yeah. Number one would probably be my foam on sealant. I'm excited for that. Really excited for that. Having spent living in the Pacific Northwest on and off, I really recommend ceramic coating with all the rain. And yeah, yep, for sure. All I asked for Christmas was more I'm Josh V streams and my molds to get done sooner. I get ya. Lightspeed Blaster. Yeah. Keep an eye on his stuff, guys. He's a very, very inventive person. Like really cool stuff coming out there. What RO system do you have? Is there a version available for a weekend warrior? I'm in Florida and have very hard water. I bought a CR Spotless DIC20 and it works, but constantly needs changing a resin. Yes. Okay. So my system, I'll just tell you, mine's extremely commercial grade, like insanely commercial grade, right? I mean, look, this thing's crazy. All the equipment plus the install plus the reader and everything outside, it's about $30,000. Okay, so it's very, very expensive. However, I feel confident that I'm like some of the best water for sure in San Diego County. We even have a live TDS meter out the back showing the parts per million of total dissolved solids is at 0. Incredible system. I'm actually going to, this is from Icon Water, and they're located here in Southern California. Best company to work with if you need a commercial grade system like this or scaled back considerably. So the cool thing is he only works this area, but he can scale this down to a home use situation. Like I have 600 gallons of water here in tanks. He can scale it back down to 100. He can do a different, I have a the pump here is really expensive. It's super nice and really quiet, but you can scale that down. Alternatively, CR Spotless does have their Spotless Pro system. I just installed it at my house. I will be doing a video on that soon. But that is basically a scaled down version of this, where it runs from your water outlet into a RO membrane, and then it pumps into a storage tank. And then with that one, instead of just storing it there, then it pulls from that. So when you want to use it, there's another pump inside. It pulls from the storage tank, goes through a DI system and out. So again, reduces the need to change out the resin so much. Those are like, I can't remember. They have different tiers of that one. $1,200 somewhere around there. So that could be a good way to go. I will be making a video on it just because like with this system, for every 5.5 gallons of spot-free water that I make, it takes me 8.5 gallons. So I have 3 gallons of wastewater that goes out, right? With that CR Spotless, I'm finding that the amount of wastewater is significantly more. Way more. Does it still make sense? Yeah, 100%, because the cost of water is way less than the cost of all the resins. So it definitely makes sense, but just something to keep in mind. But I will be doing a video on that here soon. All right. Let me see here. Sorry. Okay, back to it. Do you have a plastic restore product that can be used on exterior and interior? Yeah, so Abyss is more of a maintenance product. It's not like a full restorative product like a solution finish or Cerakote or something like that. There's lots of them out there. Actually, Yum came out with their trim coating as well. So it's not that. So no, I don't have anything like that yet. But this does do a really good job. If you maintain it, it'll darken for sure, and it does add a bunch of hydrophobics as well. Doesn't matter if the comments are left during the live or for the Christmas giveaway. No, no. As long as like I said, if you go back to day 1 and comment there now, no worries, you're still entered. Tell him go RO first. Oh, for the guy in Texas, or sorry, in Florida. Yeah, if you do run to RO, it significantly So again, let's go back and talk about this. I love talking about my water system here. So just from the RO, it's listed here. I don't know if you can see, but it's showing, so just the RO took this down. It's naturally out of the wall, it's about 350 parts per million. The RO system's taking it all the way down to 2 parts per million right now. So now when it runs through the DI, I'm not washing 350 parts per million out, I'm washing out 2. So my DI is gonna last almost forever. It's gonna last a long time. So do the Scrub Ninjas have a new triangle scrubber? Yeah, they've had that actually for quite some time. I've never used them. I like the standard Scrub Ninjas, the Scrub Ninja Max, the pad. And they also have the larger ones now. I still stick to the regular size ones personally. But yeah, they've had the little triangle one for a little bit too. It's white and yellow. Let's see, what is a cheap, decent generator for mobile detailing? I'm wanting to go full mobile soon. Don't want to spend $1,000. All I really need to run is the pressure washer, vac, and air compressor. So a long time ago, I used to run a 2000 watt. I started off with like the Honda EU 2000i or whatever it was. I would say a really good value, if you don't want to spend $1,000, would be like the Harbor Freight Predator 3500. If you're on the 3500, you'll be safe. Everything should run. Depending on what pressure washer you have, and air compressor, the 2000 watt may not be enough to start it. So the 3500 is a good way to go. All right, so Lizard's detailing. I used brake 4-to-1 in an IK. Dwell time is great. Ate up the old tire dressing. Yep. Removed a lot of the brake dust. Turned a slight light red pink, which I'm guessing was from the brake dust. Yeah, it should be. I mean, the brake is that color, though. It has a red hue to it, so it could just be that as well. But any good carbon water filters on there to help before the water goes into the DI tank instead of doing RO? So everything that I've learned, I've talked to Chuck, the owner of CR Spotless. I've spoken to this guy from Icon Water that set up the whole thing. His name's Spencer. They state that doing a carbon filter before DI does not make a difference. Basically, the reason you do it before RO is because you want to pull out that was it chlorine? Whatever it is, you want to pull something out before it goes to the RO membrane. That way, it doesn't foul up your RO membrane. For DI, they said it doesn't make sense. Now, QUIVR says he's done some tests and he has gotten an increase in production using a carbon filter beforehand, and he actually let it run. So, and he still runs. So this is a good point too. He still runs that so that it doesn't foul up his it's easier on his equipment. So yeah, but I don't know. I haven't tested it on an RO system. Actually, I'm sorry, I have. Because I'm on a DI system. The big boy DI system, the one that has 3 cartridges. The first one is an is a carbon filter. Then the other 2 are standard mixed bed DI resins. I ran it that way, checked how much water I got. I then took that one out. I replaced that, and I got the same amount. So now I just run a third DI resin in it instead. Now I get more output, obviously, because I have more time to wash. Let's see here. Hello, everyone. How's the day going? Question: is pineapple a rinse-free APC? Depending on dilution, if you're using it heavier dilution, I do recommend still wiping it down with the water. Or what I do is a rinseless wash, Indo rinseless wash. I'll have it in my bucket anyway. I'll just do a quick final wipe with that. However, it is free of D-limonene, so it is much safer for sure. Hello, Becca. Early today. Yeah, I know. I was mentioning that actually. I got on here much earlier than usual. Just trying to get stuff done today before, tomorrow's the last day really before Christmas Eve. So just trying to get it all done. Do you have any recommendations for a good smelling soap for the interior? I have an extractor and a steamer, so that doesn't have to be a good smelling soap. Not off the top of my head for that situation. That's it. I'll think on that. How much wastewater does the CR make? I'm going to be testing that. So in the video that I'll be filming, it's quite a bit though. I would say from what it seems like to me, 5 to 1, probably 5 gallons of waste for every 1 gallon you make. I think something like that. I don't know off the top of my head for sure, but that's what it seems like, and I will test it. But again, it's still a much better value. Even you're like, gosh, in San Diego, our water costs are it's like 10, 11 bucks per 1,000 gallons or something like that. So it doesn't really, and compared to, you know, buying the DI resins, it's way cheaper. DIY trims, another fantastic option. Yep, thank you. May you and yours have a wonderful Christmas and get some rest of the new year. Thank you so much. Same to you, man. I appreciate that. Fabuloso is actually a non-rinse surfactant, and they have a new concentrated form that's 256 to 1. Interesting juice free. I don't know if you're being serious or not. 256 to 1. I don't know if that, I don't know. But I do love the smell of Fabuloso, and I don't know. It takes me back to certain areas of my life for sure. Becca, glad you're doing okay. Yeah, I'm good. Just super busy, but always good. My daughter's finally feeling better. So she was running, she always runs really high fevers. And she was up to 102.8, 103, kind of bouncing back and forth, but she's all good now. The fever broke. She's doing good. So, let's see here. I've not seen anyone who uses the CR system Spotless Pro. I asked Matt from Obsessed Garage, and he mentioned that the flow or GPM was not there. So please do a video so I can pull the trigger. Yeah. So a lot of people would consider, so even when you look at the basic CR Spotless system that's just DI and there's the bypass on it, the bypass valve has a very, very small little hose to it. However, the whole reason behind this whole thing, guys, is that I talked to Chuck from CR Spotless, and that little hose passes through just a little over 2 gallons per minute. And in those systems, if you go over 2 gallons per minute, it's not washing the water anyway, so you're still going to get spots. So he restricted it to that for that purpose. Now, I heard of an issue of someone having an issue with the CR Spotless Pro and a Krensla machine, which say just under 2 gallons per minute, right around there. However, I think what happened was that they didn't back off the connection, because I'm running a high-powered machine, a high-flow machine at my house, and I have zero issue with the CR Spotless Pro, zero. So there's actually 2 pumps on it, one that pumps through the RO system and into your tank, and then another pump that pumps it from the tank back through the DI and out. When you first do your first initial connection, there will be air in the line, right? So you want to turn it all on, let it go, let it try and prime, then back off your connection a little bit. You'll see some water spit out, close it back up, and then you're good to go. I haven't had any issue. I know people have kind of been concerned with that, and I think it's unwarranted, to be perfectly honest. I will test it more and more. But yeah, if you're using something around that 2 gallons per minute, you should be fine. Fabuloso smells a little weird. Yeah, for me, it's like, it really takes me, this is gross to say, actually, but just south of the border, we'd go surf a lot. Like certain times of the winter, the ocean water would kind of smell like it, which is super gross. It's obviously polluted, but yeah, I didn't like it for that, but other things, it was good. Let's see here, Mr. Sparkle OG. Good to hear. I'm doing okay. A little under the weather at the moment, but just fine. Yeah, hopefully you feel better. I know it's that time of year for sure. Jeff, yeah, Fabuloso's, yeah, for sure. How much is the DI water? Do you charge per minute or per gallon? It's technically, so the way the system works, it's 15 cents a gallon, 15 cents a gallon. And it is set up on a timer so that every minute, what is the calculation? For every minute, 15 cents a gallon. For every minute, it's set up, as of right now, it's set up to pump out 10 gallons per minute. So it calculates, and it's proper 15 cents a minute. So we do charge per gallon, but it is based off of time on how it's all calculated. Let's see. The holiday scent of Fabuloso is actually nice. Interesting. I didn't even know they had that. Do you like the Ryobi car pressure washer over the Active 2.0? The Active 2.0 still gets more performance for sure. It's the Ryobi is hard to beat for the value at 159 bucks or whatever. It definitely doesn't get as much performance as the Active though. What's today's giveaway? Right here. So we got a QUIVR car care giveaway. So you get the foam cannon, QUIVR foam cannon, a bottle of QUIVR Rogue, a bottle of QUIVR Abyss tire and trim, a bottle of QUIVR Hot Coat, and a nice teal bucket with a Gamma Seal lid. That is your giveaway. Comment, like, subscribe, follow, share for your chance to win. So someone mentioned, yeah, I have the QUIVR DI system for one of Keith's videos. Love to use it in the summer when it's 100+ degrees outside. So that system has some flaws depending on how, it depends on what your water output is. For me, at 350 parts per million, it did not, depending on which one. There's the black one, that one worked fine for me. But the one that looks like a CR spotless did not work. The reason for that was there's a slight gap in the little filter. And so you'd get bypassed and it wasn't washing the water properly. If you replace those filters, it works perfectly. Key was able to get, I think he got down to 0 parts per million, but his water's only like, I think his said it's like 50 parts per million coming out of the wall, which technically anything under 20 is spot free. Yeah, but for me, yeah, you're at 200 parts per million. Have you checked it with a TDS meter? I would like to know. How much did how much did your water system run? The big dog back here was just about 30 grand. But business expense, right? I'm writing that off over multiple years. And obviously selling the water recoups that cost. Has anyone ever used Extra Tough all-purpose cleaner? I have not. May I send you some sample for testing in a few months? Yeah, for sure. I have a DO water dispenser local to me, but is it worth it to get my own setup at home? Is there a potential for savings either way? So if you go with, yeah, I think for me, it's like, it's just the convenience factor. It definitely makes a difference, a huge difference. Can you get it down to that cheap? Yeah, probably. Even like with the CR Spotless Pro, you possibly get it might not be 15 cents, but it's going to be cheap enough to make it make sense for sure. Hayden Hobbs finally made a live stream. Hi from Orange County. What's up, man? How are you? You're probably getting ready for the rain too. It's supposed to start raining tomorrow and then through Wednesday and Thursday and Friday, I think. I'm planning on opening a retail storefront here in my city within the next year. With that being said, do you offer a wholesale program for the QUIVR line? Yes, we do. It's all that side of things is handled through the House of Rags. So just reach out to them. But yeah, we definitely have a wholesale program for QUIVR. Glad to hear, Becca said, glad to hear your daughter's doing better. I was thinking of her. That's so sweet of you. Thank you very much, Becca. We're always thinking of you as well. Let's see here. So someone said, I'm in Central Florida. I have a soft water, then a 3-stage whole house filter system, and I installed a 7-stage RO under my kitchen sink. My pressure washer plumbing is tapped immediately after the 3-stage. Cool, very cool. How's the secret truck project going? I believe that's the one wife related. Good. Install is tomorrow morning, so I'm excited for that. Vital, I get 101 to 105 parts per million before my DI water, and then it's taking it down to 0. And are you using, which system are you using? Are you using the QUIVR one, or what are you using there? Let's see here. What should I get since QUIVR hose isn't out yet? So the QUIVR hose should be back in stock this week. If not, get the McKillen's. So I have the steel braided version is out still. Those are available on thehouseofrags.com. Use code I'mJoshV for 10% off of it. Actually, they might even have 15% off site-wide right now, so do that instead. McKillen's, Adams, what's Adams called? Their Superflex or something like that. It's steel braided, but it's great. Otherwise, just go with your standard Uberflex hose, which I'm a huge fan of. That's what my QUIVR Flex is. It's based off of, it's made by ProPulse, which makes all that stuff, so. Let's see here. What hose should I, okay. Can you do a video on the worst tools and products for detailing? I do think that would be a very informative video. However, I don't like to specifically talk negatively about any, like I've had products where I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get this and try it out, and it didn't work out, so I just didn't make a review on it. I don't want to. I understand that people are, you know, trying to provide for their families, create their businesses and stuff, and I don't want to talk negatively about anything specifically. Did you see Cerakote makes a trim spray coating? It says it's good for 50 washes compared to the actual trim coating of 200. Yeah, I did see that. They have quite a few. They have like a full lineup now as well. I haven't tested that spray on one because for me, it's the Cerakote trim coats where I would go. So Swag says good to go. Good. Yep, for sure. No way. Craig Warren's. Okay, so I ordered a QUIVR cannon on Amazon and got an MJJC and a QUIVR box. That sounds like someone ordered one and returned. Yeah, unfortunately, Amazon's not that great about managing that stuff. That's unfortunate. I'm sorry. Chris, will you ship DI water to me for 15 cents a gallon? Yeah, it's obviously the shipping costs. I can't imagine how much that would go for. Thank you, Craig. Appreciate it. Rich, I know, man. I'm super early today. But again, you guys don't have to make the lives. As long as you still watch this and comment, you'll be entered in for the win. Let's see here. Happy holidays to you and your family. Thank you so much. Someone just got the Arabi 1800 from my suggestions. Awesome. I find myself consistently adding your products to my arsenal. We appreciate you, Josh. Former SoCal, North San Diego County. Cool. Now to Las Vegas. Enjoy the mild weather. Thank you very much. Yeah, my shop, I do a lot of business in the Carlsbad area. I like to surf like Solana Beach, Encinitas area. My shop's in Escondido, so northeast. But yeah, awesome. Wishing you and your family an amazing Christmas and Happy New Year. Cheers to having an even more better 2026. Thank you so much. Same to you. Yeah, Mr. Sparkle, yeah, I'm not stepping on Eddie's toes today. Yeah, it's true, right? I'm going early enough. But see, the trick, I think Eddie's 2 hours ahead of me, I think. So, yeah, I go on at like 3 or 4. I guess it's 5 or 6 for him. But yeah, but yeah, we're in the clear today. Armando, but I never win. You can win. Just keep entering. Just here for my giveaway gift. Sorry, guys, it's mine. I need your shotgun. My current one's leaking pretty bad. Hope you have them in stock soon. Thanks for the giveaways. Yeah, hopefully we'll get those things done here as quickly as possible. Merry Christmas, Josh. Is the birth name Joshua? It is. It is. Love the cannon. Bust one out there. Thank you so much. That's a small portable hand blower you posted today. It was pretty sick. Yeah, so the cool thing about that is I had no idea about it. That company sent me an email and said, hey, we'd like to send this to you to test out. So I did not take that. I was like, what is this company? I looked it up and I said, this one looks pretty interesting. So I just ordered it on Amazon. Yeah, I was right when I opened it up, how big the opening is. I was shocked. And yeah, it's a pretty good look for the price. It's really good. Can't wait for the video on the home SPR spot list system. Yeah, cool. Someone said I checked my TDS and it's like 350 parts per million. So that's where I'm at as well. So maybe I got a bad unit on that VVOR. Actually, I did talk to Keeve as well. He said he had a gap in his also. It was just enough. It was just that his water was so much lower that it still came out good. Okay, so detailed obsessed nation. How can I send you a pic of my Rogue gallon that evidently froze and now it's milky looking? Not sure if it's still good or not. Yeah, so I heard about that. Did you buy it from me or the House of Rags? Did you buy it on the House of Rags site or my detailer supply? Just reach out to us there. We'll get it. We'll get that taken care of. No problem. I really enjoyed using Indo for the first time the other day. Pre-sprayed with Loki to knock off winter grime, and then followed up with Indo. Great scent and awesome cleaning abilities. Streak-free, awesome. Thank you so much. Glad to hear that. Glad you like the scent too. I know it's not like overly fragrant, but I think it's got a really good scent to it. Our small power scrubber is good for rims like the Ryomi, maybe. You know, I think that those my hesitation on it, I like the concept of it, but the bristles are a little too stiff for me. Can you make a video on the Greenworks automotive pressure washer with some recommendations on upgrades and performance numbers? Does it perform better than the Ryobi? So I did do a full review on that pressure washer. For me, it did get slightly better performance than the Ryobi. I gave that unit away already, so I can't do a list of upgrades, but it's the same as others. So the connection for that for the hose is an M22x14, so all the standard upgrades are gonna work perfectly for that. Love that your products come in 1 liter. Yeah, thank you very much. Cool. So someone said for the VVOR DI, yes, the water was at 0 from 200 parts per million. Also have the Active 2.3, no issue so far. Great. Awesome. Hello, everyone. Josh in Anaheim on vacation. Very nice. Are you Anaheim? So are you at Disneyland or something? But very nice. Enjoy the weather. Tomorrow's not, the weather supposed to be turning, but hopefully It won't be too bad. Let's see here. Aloha, Josh. Do you ship the state of Hawaii? All your products are available in the House of Rags in Hawaii. Are all of your products available in the House of Rags Hawaii? I don't know. Yes, I do ship to Hawaii, and I do ship USPS. So UPS is like insanely expensive. USPS isn't bad at all in comparison, for sure. So yeah, DTLR Supply. Use code DTLRsupply.com. Use code I'm Josh V. It'll get you 10% off as well. Best giveaway today. I hope I win. Thank you very much. From Central California, where in the summer it's hotter than a devil's fart, and detailing is not ideal. Have you have any products that stand up to the heat of summer? Yeah, that's the main thing that for my lawn, because obviously we don't get as hot here, but we do get hot during the summer. Rogue is fantastic in direct sun. Hot coats, all of my products are made for that. So with hot coat, less is more. Just don't over apply it, and it's amazing. If we order online, can we pick up at your store? Yes, and I don't have an option right now for that, because I have the store here, and then I have my warehouse where I have a bunch of stuff, and I do all the online orders at another location. So, and I keep the inventory separate, but if you reach out and let me know, then we can arrange that for sure. Love the stubby gun. Wife, you got me one for Christmas. That's Auto Connect. The Auto Quick Connect is great. Thank you so much. Yeah, I love that. It's the coolest little feature for sure. I'll take a tanker full of your DI water here in South Texas. Water here is horrible. Yeah, for sure. Let's see here. Someone said, is it possible to order a part of the foam cannon? My last one, the part that holds the soap, warped. The actual canister itself? This piece? Did it get close to like your generator or something? I'm thinking extreme heat probably could do that, I guess. But otherwise it should hold up. But yeah, we can, I'm actually working on ordering I'm working on ordering this. Well, here, it'd essentially be this, so you guys can order them separately. So it would be that, the bottle and the cap, so you can keep stuff stored. If you like using high and low pHs, then you can have different bottles. You don't have to pour it out, you can just swap your bottle. Let's see here. Would love another car detail video on current products you use for each process. Okay, good idea. Thank you very much for that. Hi, Josh. I may have some tooling with chemical to simplify the detailing process. May I send you a product in April that you could test out if you like it? Yeah, of course. Yeah, just shoot me an email. What is it? joshv@dtlrsupply.com. What's your favorite food during Christmas? Same as year-round, guys. Mexican food. I literally just had some carne asada fries from the place down around the corner from my shop. Josh, is pricing on your QUIVR products at your store the same as on Thor? Yes, it is. And I did just add in, so with the House of Rags, use code I'm Josh V, it gets you 10% off. I did apply that to my site as well. So yeah, for sure. Other than outside of their other sales, but yeah. I hope after the 12 days of Christmas go live, maybe once a month or something. It's really cool to ask live questions. Yeah, I think so. I think my hesitation, this was what was cool about this 12 days of Christmas. I was always hesitant to do this, and now I'm having a lot of fun with it. So I think once a month or something like that, we will still do that. It's a great idea, Becca. Yep, Mr. Sparkle, are you planning on releasing any compounds, polishes, or ceramic coatings for your QUIVR line? Yes, for sure. Actually, polish-wise, compound polish, I'm getting very, very close. The ceramic coating, it's just a lot of testing, because I don't want to just come out and say, good for 10 years. When I've only been using it for, I've been playing with them for a bit of time now, but I want to make sure, because obviously I'm not the chemist mixing this stuff up. They have knowledge of how long with the ingredients and stuff, what should the projected lifespan of it, depending on conditions, obviously. But there's also a bunch of testing that I want to do personally with it. So I've been doing that. Cool. Josh, for hearing protection, check out the Walker's Razor earmuffs. They have a microphone system so you can still hear out, and it cuts out at a certain decibel. Cool. I'm going to screen capture this right now. There we go. Save. Cool. Thank you very much for that. I'll check those out. There's a kit with the blue softer brush from Ryobi. Yeah, I think I have seen those, but again, it's definitely worth checking out. definitely worth checking out. Anaheim is a nice place. Enjoy it. It is. Beautiful area. Hi, David. How are you? What are the lights that you have above your head? There are way too many to choose from online. So mine are so this is from a company called Modern LED. They're available on Amazon. I have the hex grade ones at my shop. I love them. These ones they have are just like a more linear style, and it's from the same company, and I love them. What I do though is I can't remember what it's called, C-Track or something like that, aluminum pieces. So hopefully you can see, I don't know if you guys can see it. There, if you look off to the side right here, right? So I build out a frame because the lights are like, they're really lightweight. So if you're mounting them into a ceiling, it's easy, but to have them hanging like this, I build out this structure, mount them to that, and then lift it up. All right, thank you for answering my questions. Of course, Robert. Happy holidays to you too. Josh, I see the DIY line behind you. Have you tried Envy yet? No. Thank you for reminding me. I'm gonna take this one home so I can start testing with that. So yeah, great idea. Foam cannon bottle with a lid would be great. Yeah, for sure. Cool. I'm excited for that. Wish we would have a similar store here, a little north of LA in the high desert. There are some good shops, I believe, out that way. Maybe not super close though, unfortunately. But does your Quick Connect kit feature the instant click lock feature? No, it does not. It's a standard style Quick Connect. How's the retail storefront doing? Good. It's paying for itself currently, which I'm happy about. So again, springtime and stuff, that's what, obviously things always pick up considerably there. But for being a brand new store, the fact that it's paying for itself, especially when I'm not here, I have an employee here, so it's got to cover that cost as well. I'm very happy with that. When's the pressure washer dropping? It's springtime, towards the end of spring. The Razor earmuffs are intended to be used when dealing with firearms. I have a pair and they're great. Okay, cool. I have a gun range pretty close to me. I wonder if they have them. What's good? No, great. What's a great tire dressing? For me, my QUIVR Abyss. I absolutely love that stuff. Okay, we got a lot of thumbs up to those Walker Razor earmuffs. That's awesome. I'm excited to check those things out. Let's see here. Congrats. It's awesome. What was that light brand again for your overhead lights? Modern LED, I believe, on Amazon. Again, like the pictures all look the same, but the ones I specifically get are from that company, Modern. And they're not expensive. $150 maybe per fixture, something like that. Not bad. Yep, Modern LED. Thank you, Becca. I recommend the Prime lights for the price. They're 85 plus CRI. Fixtures are made in the US, Mexico, and affordable. That's cool. That's very cool because I'm pretty sure these are made overseas. I don't know what the CRI index is on them. And so that's really cool. Prime lights. Are those available on Amazon as well, or where are those out of? Thank you for answering the questions and taking your time out of your busy work schedule, sir. Absolutely. Thank you very much for tuning in. I appreciate you guys' time as well. What kind of foam cannon you have? Right here. This is the QUIVR foam cannon, obviously coming from the same factory as the MJJC. Absolute fantastic unit. Love the content. Thank you. Prime lights out of Texas, or OG has them. Gotcha. So that's the only caveat. I mean, but still having the CRI index listed on there, 85 plus. That's all really good. The price, I'm sure, is substantially higher than what these were, but best to order direct from them. Okay, cool. Prime is in Texas. Cool. Texas, that's such a great place to run a business for distribution. Like for me, from San Diego, if someone in New York wants something, obviously it takes way longer to get there. Texas, Colorado, all those right in the middle. Fantastic for logistics. Can you recommend a good water spot remover? I use the Chemical Guys brand. It's complete and smells like a can of fermented fish. DIY details. Geon water spot is a good one as well. I like that a lot. Cargill has a, am I out of it? I am out of it, but they have an acid that works really well as well. Do you prefer smaller? Do you prefer one smaller without dilution? I don't know. I don't know what you're referring to. Sorry. What size O-ring do you need to replace the inside quarter inch quick connect? Thank you. In here, I can't remember off the top of my head, to be perfectly honest. Shoot me an email, joshv@dtlrsupply.com, DTLR. I'll try and get that answer for you. Love your videos. My brother Estevan from Out the Trunk Mobile Detailing told me about you. Awesome. Tell him I said hello. Hopefully going to be doing some sort of video with him soon of his setup because it's cool. So thank you. They also sell those razors at Turner's Outdoorsman. Cool. I do have one nearby. That's perfect. Josh, did you pick anything up at Harbor Freight today? 50% off Grant's detailing products. I did not. It was funny. I was watching something on TV or on YouTube or something like that, and that ad came up as well. So I would love to, but I also do have all of that stuff already from years of testing all this stuff. So no, I haven't picked anything up yet, but I might run in there still later today. But that's it for today's video, guys. We're at 50 minutes. Real quick recap: QUIVR foam cannon for today's giveaway. QUIVR foam cannon, a bottle of Rogue soap, a bottle of QUIVR Abyss tire and trim, and a bottle of QUIVR hot coat. And that will all ship inside of this nice little blue teal bucket with a Gamma Seal lid. So for your chance to win, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like, comment, and share. For an additional chance, go over to my Instagram, do the same thing. And then for a third chance, go over to TikTok, do the same thing. Thank you so much for everyone. Happy Monday. We'll see you guys tomorrow for the day 12 giveaway.